Hello. Avid Technology welcomes you to the world of desktop video. This program is a supplement to your printed documentation. It's divided into 3 parts. Part 1 demonstrates how to install your boards and cables. If your system is already put together, then you should advance to Section 2 of this program. Section 2 provides you with an overview of Media Suite Pro and is designed to give you basic editing instructions. Part 3 provides you with sample video and audio clips to digitize and edit with. Here are all of the parts to the Media Suite Pro system: the computer, a multi-sync monitor, the hard drive, the 4 cards, the cables, and the software. To begin, lay the computer on its side. To remove the door, just press these tabs in and swing it off. Next, we'll install the cards. Beginning with the bottom 2 slots, we'll place the JPEG and NuVista combination. Holding the boards at the edges, align the connection on the card with the connection in the computer. Gently press the board into place. Now install the audio media card into the 3rd slot the same way. Then, the ADO card. Now place the computer right side up and we can begin to make the connections. First, connect the drive SCSI cable to the ADO card. Next, connect the speakers to the audio media card as labeled. There will be 2 connections left over, which you can connect to an audio source for digitizing. Connect the video harness to the monitor and to the lower connector on the NuVista card. It's a good idea to screw these connections down. You should now have connections left that go to your video source. They are labeled to video in and to video out. Many video players cannot be connected at both the in and the out at the same time because it creates a feedback loop. In this case, simply unplug the connection you don't need. Finally, connect all the power. That concludes the installation section of our program. For more information about installing the software, please refer to your documentation. Hi. This segment of our program is designed to give you an overview of the Media Suite Pro and provide you with some basic editing techniques. We will create a short program which describes a fitness center at a fictitious company. Let's begin. The first step is to launch the application by double-clicking on the Media Suite Pro icon. By the way, we'll be using both the mouse and the keyboard for our controls. This first dialog box, the Project dialog box, allows you to create a new project or select an old one. A project holds all of your video clips and sequences. In this case, we've already created the project Exercise-Wise, and I will select that. Okay, this is our project previously created. This window is the program window. This is where you view your work. Here is the timeline which displays a graphical reference of all of your edits. Notice there are 6 different tracks on the timeline: graphics, video, and 4 audio tracks A1 through A4. This window is our bin window. The list you see is a list of clips. Clips are segments of video, audio, or graphics. Video and audio clips are brought into the system by a process called digitizing. Let me show you how I've digitized these clips into the bin. First, I select the bin by clicking on it. The next step is to pull down the bin menu and select Capture Setup. In this case, we want to capture both video and audio, so we've selected them both. Be sure that you're capturing the drive you wish to. Now we can go to capture mode from the bin menu. Notice there is a keyboard equivalent, Command B. This is the tape dialog box asking what tape is in the deck. We will name the tape 001. Tape names are important since they allow you to find your footage again later should you need it. If you start your deck now to play the tape back, you will see the video playing back in the monitor. If the video doesn't look right to you, perhaps it's very green, you will want to adjust the levels. Simply press the adjustment you want to make, in this case, hue key F8, and then left or right arrow for the best picture. Other adjustments can be made in the same manner. Now that the video looks right, I'm going to capture this shot of the weightlifter. You'll want to begin digitizing a few seconds before the section of video you want to actually use, and end just a few seconds after that section. To begin digitizing, you press the I key to mark an in point. You should see the light on the hard drive flash. To end the process, simply press the O key. The system makes a noise when you press I and O. Now that we've got our clip, I'll stop the deck and we can leave the capture mode by using the keyboard equivalent Command B. Our clip will appear at the top of the list of clips in the bin. The name defaults to the bin name plus a number. I'll rename it weightlifting so it describes the video by simply clicking on the name and typing over it. The view you see here is called Custom View, and it provides database functionality for organizing clip information. To help build the database, we can create custom columns of our own headings. For example, let's create a heading of comments. Now we can go through the list and enter comments about each clip. We can also import statistical information that the system tracks for each clip. To access the list of heading selections, pull down the bin menu and select Headings. We'll choose Creation Date. We can sort the name column by highlighting the column and selecting Sort from the bin menu. This displays the clips in alphabetical order, giving quick access to the shots we need. There is another view, Frame View. By clicking on the F in the lower left-hand corner, we now see the clips as pictures. Each picture is one frame of every clip. Unless otherwise selected, the first frame of the digitized clip is the representative frame. To reselect a frame, highlight the clip by clicking on it, then use the arrow key on the keyboard or the function keys to step through the footage frame by frame. These frames can be moved around by clicking and dragging them. This can be helpful to storyboard or choose the order of your edits. This is helpful for being able to lay out a preliminary plan for your video sequence. To choose your source material and pick the sections you want to use, double-click on any clip to see it in a pop-up window. This window allows you to view your video clips and decide what you want to use. I can play it by clicking on the play button and stop by hitting the spacebar. Notice the blue bar tracks which frame we are on. By clicking anywhere in the position bar, we can access any part of the clip. You can also play these in full screen mode. We will be showing this capability later. Now that we've started organizing footage and have become familiar with some of the material, we can begin to put together a program or sequence. There are several different ways to approach putting together a video program. You may want to put together your video and then add your music and narration. Or you may want to put your narration in place and then add pictures to match. There is no right way, and it could depend on the program or on the person doing it. For this program, I've decided to edit together the narration and then put in the pictures to match. The last thing I will do is add some effects and music. For the first edit, I've chosen this clip, Benefits. I'll double-click for a pop-up window and play.
The benefits of exercise are many. In the corporate environment where people quite often have stressful jobs and
I'd like to start with this part where he says, "The benefits of exercise are many." These marks are in point and out points. We'll remark an in at the beginning using the keyboard. Play through
the benefits of exercise
and mark an out. To see if you have marked the in and out points correctly, you can play just that section by holding the play button down and selecting play in to out.
The benefits of exercise
if it's not correct, one way to correct it is to press the option key. Click on the mark you wish to adjust and activate it. Notice the small squares that appear. Now, if you press the right and left arrow keys, you can move the mark one frame at a time, left or right. That will be our first edit. By the way, these yellow lights indicate what track the source clip has. In this case, we have V, A1, and A2. Now we're ready to move to the timeline. First, select the tracks on the timeline you need, video and audio 2. Since our audio is on track 2, we've decided to leave it there. To make this our first edit, just click and drag the picture to the timeline. Since we've not yet begun a sequence, we are asked to select a bin in which to put a new one. We'll say OK to put this new sequence in the Wise bin. We just made our first edit. In our bin, we have a sequence. I'll title it Sequence 1. OK, notice the timeline shows the 2 tracks we selected, and notice that the green lights are on those tracks. By clicking anywhere in the timeline, we're changing our position and seeing that same position in the program window. The blue bar shows the point where we're stopped. This indicator can also represent where the next edit will go in your sequence. For the next edit, we will place the indicator at the end.
Stress is a major problem. A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
Mark in, mark out, drag, and drop. Our timeline shows us our 2 edits. Let's play back what we have in full screen mode. Press the escape or the quote key, then press F5 to play.
The benefits of exercise are many. A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
Now for a third edit. Let's look in our bin. This one that says, "It's fun." I think I would rather use this clip for the beginning than what we have. Let's preview it.
It's fun. What can I say?
Let's mark that section. On the timeline, I'll put the blue bar at the beginning or press the home key, then drag and drop our new edit in. By having the position indicator at the beginning, the edit was spliced into the sequence, pushing the other 2 edits to the right. If we decide that we don't like that edit, we can undo it by selecting Undo Splice from the Edit menu. There are 32 levels of undo and redo. I'm going to go ahead and finish the audio sequence. Let's see.
In our company, we provide regular aerobics classes, which are led by a certified aerobics instructor.
I'll use this for the beginning and put the It's Fun clip at the end. Okay, the audio track is assembled, and as you can see, we have a sequence of about 5 edits. Let's play that back.
In our company, we provide regular aerobics classes, which are led by a certified aerobics instructor. The benefits of exercise are many. A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly. After each exercise session, an individual quite often will feel much better. It's fun. What can I say?
We could improve the way that sounds by removing the ums and ahs and tightening it up, making the narration cleaner. First, let's get rid of the first We'll click near it.
An individual
Press Digital Scrub F7. Then press the arrow keys to find the beginning and the end. That's the beginning. Mark in, play, stop, mark out. By pressing the extract button with the scissors on it, the portion I've marked is removed. The 2 adjacent pieces of footage come together to close the gap. Now, play back where he says,
a program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
I think it would sound better if his words were spaced closer together. For this, I'm going to use a feature called Word Plot. To turn on Word Plot, select Timeline menu, and then I select Word Plot Audio 2, since our narration is on track 2. It's a binary waveform. The yellow represents the absence of sound or the space between words. The black places are words. You can also adjust the threshold of the word plot to gain more detail. Simply select threshold and adjust the slider to the level of detail you want. To get a good look at that, I'm going to select Zoom In from the timeline menu. The cursor is now a selector tool, and I can just select the section I need to zoom in on to fix. Now play back, and you can see where the pauses are.
A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
So to tighten up, I'm just going to remove pieces of the dead air. Play this back.
A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
This sounds much better. I'm going to go ahead and do this to the rest of the program. Now the audio structure of our program is laid out. The audio sounds good, but the video only shows the narrator talking, and the pictures don't show what we want. Let's work with the video. For example, here, where he says,
A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
we can mask all these funny cuts from here to there. I've now specified an exact place in the timeline I want to place my new video clip. We only want to work with the video in our sequence now, so on the timeline, I'll turn on just the video track light. Now we can go to our bin and pop up the shot of the weightlifter. We'll play it and mark the beginning of the section we want to use. Remove the outmark by hitting the F12 key. Media Suite Pro will automatically fill in the length we need according to the marks we made in the timeline. In order to replace the video of the narrator with this new clip, hold the Option key down and then drag the clip to the timeline. This is an overwrite edit. Play it back from here.
Aerobics instructor. The benefits of exercise are many. A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
That looks good. To show more about video edits, let's build an opening montage. A montage is just a series of shots that introduces a subject. I'm going to treat this as a separate sequence, so I select New Sequence from the program menu. I'll click OK to put it in our Wise bin. Now, we'll go to the Wise bin and name it Montage. To begin, let's look in our bin and pick an opening shot. How about this close-up of the feet? I'll mark the section to use. Click on the clip, then drag and drop it in. Now I'll drop in this wide shot of the aerobics. Let's play that back. Now that's okay, but what if we want to adjust the edit? For this, we will go to the trim mode using the Go to Previous Edit button. This takes us to the point in between the two shots. Notice the program monitor has a different look. We are in trim mode with the arrow in the middle. You can move the large green arrow over either shot or both, and then you can press the arrow keys to adjust the edit in either direction. If you're in the center like this, then right arrow will display more of the feet, cutting into the aerobics. Left arrow will show less of the feet and more of the aerobics. If you're only over the aerobics shot, hitting the right or left arrows will add or subtract frames from only this edit, leaving the end of the feet edit where it is. To leave trim mode, press the Leave Trim button. This button can also be used to go to trim mode. Let's add another edit at the end of our sequence. I'll double-click on the barbells clip for a pop-up window. Mark a duration, drag and drop. If we wanted, we could replace the aerobic shot. To do this, I mark the clip by placing the blue bar in the middle of the clip and press the Mark Clip button or the F9 key. Now we can fill this space with another shot. Or I could press the Lift button on the interface menu. This removes the video clip of aerobics, leaving a black space to fill. But after all that, I'd like to have that shot back, so I'll choose Undo. Okay, I'll continue to add the montage. I'll splice knee bends in the beginning and butterfly at the end. Now I'd like to add some music to the montage to play for its duration. Mark in at the beginning and out at the end. To see how long that is, I can check timer at the top of the program window. In the timeline, I'll select audio track 1 as the destination track for the music. Now let's mark an in point on the clip. Double-click for a pop-up window. Play. Mark in and overwrite it, or in other words, option drag the music into place. Now let's go back to our original sequence and add our opening montage. I'd like the montage to play until our narrator starts speaking. For this, we'll do a back-timed edit. In our sequence, I'll pick a point where we will cut to the speaker. Right after this cut is fine. That will be our mark out. I'll select video and audio 1 on the timeline as our destination track in order to overwrite the video and also put the music in. Now just option drag and drop the montage sequence into place. Let's play the program back and take a look.
In our company, we provide regular aerobics classes, which are led by a certified aerobics instructor. The benefits of exercise are many. A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
I think we should adjust the music volume. To do this, I'll bring up the audio control panel and bring down the volume on audio 1. Replay.
In our company, we provide regular aerobics classes, which are led by a certified aerobics instructor.
I'm going to go ahead and put in video cutaways throughout the sequence. I'll try putting this shot here, after the weightlifter. Now that everything's in place, we can put in some effects and graphics. The Media Suite Pro offers you a number of different effects, including dissolves, wipes, and digital video effects. The reason for using any of these effects is to better move from one scene to another. They can help show the passage of time, and they add general interest to the program. All of the effects work in a similar manner. First, determine where you want an effect. We'll start with a dissolve between the feet and the aerobics. Next, go to transition mode by hitting the Go to Next Transition button. You can see that the dissolve and wipe buttons have activated. Click on the dissolve button and a dialog box appears. Select how long you want your dissolve. There are 30 frames in 1 second. Also, where you want it to begin and the drive you want to contain it. The drive you're doing this project on is a likely choice. Press OK, and Media Suite Pro will compute the effect for you. Play it back, and if you don't like it, you can place the blue bar in the effect and press the Remove Effect button, or just select Undo. Wipes work in exactly the same way, except that when you select the dialog box, you then hold down the Pattern button and select your pattern forward or reverse. Play it back. That looks good. Digital video effects work the same way as wipes and dissolves. Once in a trim mode between a transition, press the DVE button and select the desired DVE pattern. Let's play that back. Okay. Graphics can be added at any time. You can create them internally by using the Title tool accessed with this T button, or imported from any picked file. To edit a graphic, select the graphics track only. Mark where you want it in the timeline. Then, overwrite by option dragging the graphic clip to the timeline. To see your graphics in real time, mix them down into the video track. Mixdown is found in the program menu. Once you've made your final edits, you are ready to go to tape. Start recording on your video deck. Go to the program menu and press Print to Tape. Choose your selections in the dialog box and press OK.
In our company, we provide regular aerobics classes, which are led by a certified aerobics instructor. The benefits of exercise are many. A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly.
What I've attempted to do is just give you a general overview of how the system works. You now have learned enough editing techniques and functionality to produce and finish your own program. There's much more you can do with Media Suite Pro, so I encourage you to review the documents and experiment. Good luck and have fun. Coming up are samples of audio and video footage. You can use these to practice digitizing and editing. These can be used with the tutorial guide that's part of your documentation.
The benefits of exercise are many. In the corporate environment where people quite often have stressful jobs and they're very busy, stress is a major problem. A program of regular exercise will help to reduce stress greatly. After each exercise session, an individual quite often will feel much better, both psychologically and physically. And this
Bring up your knees.
So if I can die afterwards.
In our company, we provide regular aerobics classes, which are led by a certified aerobics instructor. No equipment is required, no experience is required, because you have someone who's guiding the class and tailors the class to the needs of the group. It's fun. What can I say?